I believe in the 3 I's. Semanga
Informed,
inspire. Oh, hiyo ingine ni E, empower.
Inform, inspire, and empower.
Yeah, inform, inspire, and empower.
Inspire to aspire before you expire.
Yeah, wait. In the book yenye inajiita Outliers inasema that for you to become a professional in whatever it is that you are doing, you must spend like 10,000 hours practicing the same thing over and over and over again.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Vibecheck with Kate and Bobby. I'm your host Kate and I'm here with the famous Bobby. And today we have a very special guest on studio. We have our very first guest on the show today. So stay with us and we are going to discuss very important concepts today, especially if you are a youth. So stay with us and watch to the end. So just let Bobby awasalimia kidogo and then we'll let our guest introduce himself.
Wacha nawasalimia kidogo, habari yenu. Anyway, karibuni sana. Thank you guys for joining us again for this beautiful. And today we will cut my promise to my guest, a very powerful guest, personal friend of mine for a very, very long time. I've known this guest for slightly more than, exactly how many years?
16 years to be.
16 years.
Yeah.
Tunapatana tu in the streets of Nairobi. And all I can tell you is he's a very great friend of mine, a great man. He has built himself to something that is just out of this planet. And by the time tunaletea mtu hapa, it means he's a very serious person that masikio. So just a little introduction. I met Zach while I was still in campus. Ali host for a big chunk of the campus years, tukikula ugali yao, nyama. I mean, I was just at constant mtanadoya. It was all fun and I owe him a lot for that. Mpaka tukamaliza campus, we continued that friendship. And I've seen Isaac grow from something to something great. So he's going to introduce himself, but all I know is that there's nothing in Zach hajafanya in Nairobi. Typical Nairobi person. I mean, Zach has been in the mobile phone industry, entertainment industry, movies, e-commerce, logistics, and he's doing great. So I'm just going to let him speak for himself. But otherwise, karibu sana Zach.
Thank you.
Thank you for creating time. We have had to check him out of his workplace because I thought this thing has been stinging me for a long time, what he has to say. Yeah? And in connection just how us as vijana or any hustler or any business owner or a small and medium enterprise, how you can leverage on the existing technologies to boost income, or if you just left campus and how you can now metamorphosize from that stage of campus, so how now you can start earning some little money or just creating a niche for yourself and start making money, because at the end of it all, sisi wote tunataka kutoka block, hakuna mtu anataka kawia tu hapo na papers, ndio. So Zach, karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
Introduce to.
Okay.
Salimia wageni wetu.
Hello guys.
Kwanza waambie wa subscribe before wasikie.
Oh yeah, by the way, before the message, before anything else, subscription ni lazima.
Tungoje wa subscribe.
Yeah, wa subscribe kwanza. And stay tuned to the latest that the duals are going to bring you. Because this is serious talk venye tu umesema.
Yeah.
And it's the good thing is that your niche umepick wale watu wenye unajua entrepreneurial journeys, watu wenye wana come up doing their own things and tapping into the opportunities that are out there without waiting for anybody or anything to make them make that jump. Yeah. So subscribe guys. And eventually I know you're going to be fed, you're going to be edified, you're going to be informed. And I believe in the 3 I's. Semanga informed, inspire. Oh, hiyo ingine ni E, empower.
Inform, inspire, and empower.
Yeah, inform, inspire, and empower.
Inspire to aspire before you expire.
Yeah, wait. Hey, bana. Yeah, most definitely, sindio? Wewe ni group of school ini Ariara. Nisi kama ile yetu ya Karima.
Ukiniambia nisipige kama sema cha nimesema, sitaweza kukumbuka. It was a light bulb moment. Nice. But we like to inspire and inspire and
Inform, inspire, empower.
Inform, inspire, and empower.
Yes.
Empowering is very important because we are inspired with all we want,
Yeah.
but you're not empowered to move from that couch or from that seat or from that bed sitter to go and hustle. Then that's a waste of bundles and a waste of internet and everything else. So Zach, if you just introduce yourself a little, what you're doing currently, and then we'll jump right back to the start.
All right.
Then we can move pole to we have 1 hour, man.
Nice.
Content moto.
So hello viewers, my name is Isaac Njuguna, better known as Zach, and I'm an entrepreneur. I think that's the title that suits me well, because I've been a jack of all trades for many years until right now, when I've actually found out what I really want to do with the rest of my life and tap into that and help people along the way to towards the journey of inspiration, towards empowerment.
Yeah.
Because that's what I believe majority of the younger generation as well. They are really eager, they are really hungry for something big, something massive. And I just go about informing them on how best to strategically position themselves in the digital economy. So in short, I'm a brand strategist on the side. I'm an entrepreneur, of course, as you know. I have 2 businesses currently, running concurrently. Main one being the delivery business, which has paid my bills, taken care of me for the past 8 years.
So in one way or the other, kuna mtu umesha deliver in Nairobi. Many people.
A lot of people, brother. A lot of people.
Like chicken. Sorry.
Well, I started off in CBD because unajua, it has been always my dream to go back to school.
Oh yeah.
But unfortunately, circumstances, situations, and my humble background couldn't afford me the luxury of doing that. So, venye tu umesema, for many years I've been trying many different form of businesses, failing at 98% of them. Actually, it's 99% of them failed.
99%. Sorry.
99% fail rate.
The 1%.
Yeah, until you get the one
1%
that the 1% that gives you, and actually takes care of you, takes care of your business, take care of your finances, and just basically
right now you have your own delivery company.
Yes, I have
and
a
you're employing
delivery.
people, right?
Yes, I have a delivery company currently. It's called Bora Bora Solutions. And we have a product that we are building, a digital product towards that is going to offer more streamlined ways of managing your delivery needs in the office. But not only that, but also other things that we believe our users are going to actually enjoy. So we are offering more than one solution when it comes to delivery, but I won't go into much details because it's still a product and a design. Yeah.
Wow. So wewe ni CEO.
Well, hiyo ni title yenye mtu anaweza jibandika, hata watu wanajiandika kama CEO kwa title. Hata Kate ni CEO. Everybody can be a CEO. That's the beauty of the times that we are living in.
Yes.
Is that you can be anything or anyone you want
That
to
you
be.
want to be.
I like that.
Provided that your moral consciousness supports that.
You can be anything and everything you want
to become.
Yeah.
Provided your moral consciousness will allow you.
Yeah. It's actually
Hebu sema kwa Kiswahili ndio hivi.
Kwa Kiswahili, how do I put it in Kiswahili?
In a relatable language, like
in a relatable
moral compass, conscience can allow.
Okay.
Like right now, I can be a police officer.
Yes.
But what does if my moral consciousness does not allow, what does that mean?
So if you become an officer and you don't have any work ethic, strong work ethic.
Oh yeah, okay.
You'll do anything to get the back.
Oh yeah.
And that means anything and everything of which we see almost every other day, reports happening on the news.
Yeah.
Where people are taking advantage of their positions that they are in by pushing agendas. Some are being compromised and being used as a tool to do dirty deeds for people in the political leadership roles. No. So for me, I say it's the best time to be whoever you want to be.
Yes.
It's the best and ideal time for you to break out of your comfort zone, push yourself, because trust you me, Bobby, the times that we are living in, I trust you me, my friend. this is the best time for anybody to make it in life.
Yes, it's
Come again.
It is the best time for anybody. It's the best and easiest time for anybody to make it in life.
Isaac, man. Wait, what are you saying?
Why? Why do you say that?
Best and the easiest time to
Why do
become.
you say that? Because many people are just feeling stuck right now.
Yeah, a lot of people feel
How I
stuck.
get what you're meaning by that.
So for me, I'll say this in regards to that. I say that there is more resources for you to explore than they were 5 years ago. Umenijua for like 16 years. Na hiyo time yote unajua inspiration had to come from somewhere. I used to see the guys going to school, coming back in the evening, going to school, coming back in the evening. Na hata by the hata sikuwahi focus na kuuliza what they were majoring in. But I knew they had better chances in making it in life than somebody who's a high schooler. Unajua? Unaona, there are more opportunities out there for people who are informed, people who are educated, people who know they have like unajua intellectual skill that they can monetize.
Okay.
But unfortunately back then, as far as 5 years ago, going to school used to be a very expensive thing. Because ukienda college, of which I did. For how many years did I do until I started my online courses? I did look, tried to save enough money to go back to school for 11 years.
You're saving for 11 years.
11 years trying to save.
So that you
Not
can go back
saving.
to school.
Trying to save to go back to school.
What was your
finally-
motivation to go to school? So that you become at par with everybody else? You just wanted to have that thing behind you now?
I wanted to have a soft skill that I could monetize suppose things went haywire from where I used to work. Because back then I used to work in Luthuli Avenue. And Luthuli Avenue used to get paid in commission. At the end of the day, once you have made a sale, you get 20% from the sales, the profits that you have brought in.
So ukiuza cover ya 200.
Uko na 40 bob. Uko mbele sana na 40 bob. Uko mbele sana na fare kwenda home. Unajiwanga tu umesha sort fare kwenda home.
So for you are lucky because you are living right in the CBD.
Yeah, I was
And
living.
that was
By then.
That was the advantage why natembelea Zach Sarat. Comrade maze tulikuwa na safa.
Yeah.
Umetoka shule hujakula breakfast, jioni exam imekutwanga. Jioni nateremka CBD. Napita kwa ile street yetu ile unaambiwa mbao.
Kijana 50 bob.
Kijana 50 bob.
Baraka kumbe sitafanya hiyo maneno. Bwana.
Chana na mimi.
Bwana.
I know the goal is kwenda kukula.
Yeah.
And then tunaenda kukula and then back then my cousin Eddie shakula nyama hivi ananiambia bwana situfika hapa Mojos.
Mojos used to be the thing bwana. Back then hapo hivi opposite Nation Center hapo.
Rebecca and Mojos for Gen Z. These were the clubs. This is the which is the best club right now. Club, which is the best club right now.
I don't know.
You're not money.
Bana acha kusafisha CV. Umenawa manze. Nikuosha tu nikufua muosha tu. Haina mambo, no judgment. It's part of life. People having fun. So, hiyo swali yenye muuliza.
I don't know actually. Najaribu kulenga na bado uko hapo.
Manze je una dodge hapo.
Anyway, so tukitoka Mojos of course Eddie would buy us whatever because Eddie was liquid.
Oh yeah.
Eddie was liquid. And Eddie was also aspiring to join college. I think. So maybe I think, and me at that time I was just aspiring to start making money. So while you guys are aspiring to go to school, me I'm aspiring to go. So it's like I'm gonna feel like people are just not. You always think grass is green on the other side.
Yeah.
And something that I just wanted to mention is that now in hindsight, looking back, our education system is made to fail kabisa.
Unfortunately.
Because if you look at the material thing you are being taught with, if you are not practical, you cannot remove the theory and see it in real life unless this has to be. You have to go through many chains to really understand. And we were just having a discussion with some of my friends in the WhatsApp group high school. Mwalimu wetu wa biology alikuwa anatufunza na notes za 1989.
Oh man.
So alikuwa anatupa hizo karatasi and photocopy and you can actually see the actual date is 1989 November.
The same za watu wa
mana. Wabaya.
Kama hata mama zetu walifunzwa
nazo by the way.
So you don't expect your captures I still have those loop of head list those things. Though they make sense to some, not to the doctors, to the medics. But for me, and I think that's why CBC came in. Now they were now bringing sense now to education. So that now you don't have to study so many things while you're just going to focus on branding. While you don't focus so many things where you're going to do punish masonry ama kushona viatu. That's also actually a niche.
I think CBC is actually making a lot of sense if you compare with the 844 system. CBC is really
assignments.
But it's good for our kids.
It's really good for our kids. Good for the kids.
It is.
But Nina feel adding to that CBC issue, of which we're not going to dwell so much on it. But I think the way it was implemented,
it's the implementation that was not right.
But it's ideal.
The whole concept is good. It's the implementation.
Okay, so most developed countries, they usually work on the form of education system that we currently have. They empower you from a very young age to the point whereby they know that once you're done with primary or high school level of education, you have an opportunity where you know that your skill is fluid enough to get you something, to even get you employed na vitu kama hizo. In the book yenye inajiita Outliers inasema that for you to become a professional in whatever it is that you are doing, you must spend like 10,000 hours practicing the same thing over and over and over again.
10,000
practicing, not studying.
You're practicing.
So they're studying 10,000 hours.
10,000 hours.
Divide by 24 hours. So that's 416 days. That's more than a year. A year. Divide by minus 365.
Yes.
So that is 1 year, 2 months practicing.
Consistently doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over.
It's better than studying it for 4 years.
For you to master it. You study, then you master it.
You practice.
You study
it, you practice, then you master it. Because kama sasa ukiangalia most of us, na hiyo ndio swali yenyewe nilikuwa na struggle nayo. I used to struggle with that question a lot. Why did I spend 14 years in high school? In school, in our schooling system. When I cannot actually do anything meaningful
after
high school. If I'm to step out there and do something that I truly wanted to do, 10 to 14 years, that's far too long for you to come out of the schooling system confused.
Thorax and abdomen.
Thorax, abdomen,
and then you start afresh.
Ovary, ovules, hizo vitu zote bana. You start all over. But lakini for me, I discovered earlier on in life that education was not going to get me there. And I know I'm coming contrary to what I said earlier.
Why is it that you are struggling to save up?
I was struggling to go back to school because based on exposure, I realized that the level of education that I have is going to get me a certain set of life. It's going to give me a certain path when it comes, because once you have a skill and you know how to do abakudu and you don't know how to scale that skill into a business, that's where the problem comes in.
True.
Unapata mtu anaweza kuja afanye job ya kufanya kama M-Pesa. I did sales for like how many years? 15 for like 8 years. Kutoka 2007 to 2015. And hiyo time yote yenye nilikuwa na waki hivi, unaweza kuambia many people who started their business back then, they reach a certain threshold that they could no longer grow beyond that. And me nilikuwa na struggle to grow beyond where I was until I came to the realization that education is the most important thing ever. And education in regards to that, it means that you understanding how to go the steps that are required for you to take your business from where you are, or even your own personal brand from where it is, into something that is supposed to be global and something that you don't need a lot of people to like confuse with the directions na vitu kama hizo. Kwa sababu ukiangalia business model yetu na the way we launch our businesses for most entrepreneurs, most startups tuseme tu, unapata somebody comes in and they look at what you are doing and then they come talk to Bobby and they say, hey, Kate has been running this business for like 3, 4, 5 years and it seems to be doing so well. Why don't we sit down and start a business similar to hers where we can put it adjacent to her business and like tap into that traffic flow of people who are coming in. And that has been the business model for the longest time.
For Kenyans.
Ukiangalia, somebody goes and takes a loan, 500,000, a million bob, 2 million, wengine hata 5 million. Sema, if Kate's business is working in this environment, hata mimi nataka kukimbia hapo. And tap into it. And kitambo, I used to feel bad when Bob Collymore will talk about this. And then you'll start explaining and say, hey, you know, the problem with Kenya is that we have kibanda mentality.
Yeah.
Na ukitoka from a humble beginning where you're coming from, mtu akisema kibanda mentality, you don't look at that as positive criticism for you to analyze and say, by the way, if he's saying this, what is this that he's seeing that I'm not seeing? And what can I do better?
What did he mean by kibanda mentality?
Kibanda mentality alikuwa anamaanisha wewe uko na biashara hapa, mimi nafungua next to your similar business, similar model, everything ni yako. Unaona? And before long, that's avenue yenye ilikuanga na watu kama ilikuwa na mtu mmoja na ilikuwa na traffic flow ya watu wengi that will allow that one person or two individuals, two shops running concurrently together to have a healthy flow of human traffic to transact and do businesses. Unapata imekuwa saturated because it's being spread thin. Because at the end of the day, remember, customers are the most impatient human beings you'll ever have to interact with. Akikama pate duka yako imejaa, and of course no. So alikuwa na argue, by the way, that when they brought the product ya M-Pesa kwa shops na watu kama, when it started off, it used to pay people well. But right now, many years down the line, everybody who comes out of a country, and I'm not saying this in a nini mbaya, anaandiko kwa M-Pesa shop. Unapata kuna family members wanasema, let me just give you an M-Pesa shop, at least na accessories, you can run it. But hakuna thorough background research that informs that. It's just that they said Kate's business is doing so well. Why would yours do? Yeah. So kama hapo the same place upate Kate and thrive na thrive, unaanza madumba. Unaongoja time ya maandamano na watumia goons and avunje ile duka na kurudisha nyuma, unajua? So unfortunately for Bob Collymore say that, and it's not unfortunate, it was an insight for me. Nilikaa chini kajembe, but this is practically what Luthuli is all about.
It's true, actually. Why do people concentrate the same business in one area?
Exactly.
Like, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense at all.
It makes the competition very high, and then now prices have to go down. You have to compete on other avenues that don't make sense.
Na kwanza mkianza kucompete on prices hapo mjweni wote wawili mmejienjoy.
Already everyone wants to offer,
to lower the prices.
To lower the price. And then the business suffers.
You start your price wars. Na ile book yenye inajiita Blue Ocean Strategy inakwambia that's the easiest way of committing suicide when it comes to your business. It's the easiest because kwa hiyo book ana argue that customers are like addicts, drug addicts. And they are addicted to lower prices. Because at the end of the day, kila mtu anajaribu kucut back on the expenses. So he said that the argument is that if you enter a marketplace and you are only competing on prices, it's going to be one of the hardest experiences ever. Like right now, we're experiencing it with Bolt, Uber, and all these taxi services. The drivers are complaining. Every day unabeba tuna driver ni kununa. Just that unajua nafunzo alafu anakuambia ongezea ka kitu hapo nikopeleke nifanye hivi, unajua?
I had an experience with a taxi operator. So alinipeleka, it was a lady. Alinipeleka destination.
Okay.
So I think we need to require around 680. Now the app was telling me I'm supposed to pay 300. I think it was way less than half. Akaniuliza ni how much? Nikasema pana, italibidi umelipa half full. Nikamwambia no, but the app karibu pana, and then she just made a U-turn akarudisha penye.
Wacha. What? That actually happened.
I was like, sikuongea nilishika tu pale.
Kamwacha.
Yeah, because it is frustrating.
Yeah, it is.
Umejaza full tank.
Yeah.
But the app itself inakwambia, okay, mimi niambia because nini for the it doesn't tell them, sio? Unashukia tu umeshtuliwa.
Yes. Yeah,
But actually some of those prices don't make sense.
They at all.
But they offer
at all.
Even if it's saa zingine hata si offer. Like me most of the times unachukua Uber unamuuliza hii ndio price unanifikisha, like you even feel pity for the driver.
Yeah, you do.
You even feel pity for the driver, so unamuongeza most of the times unamuongeza tu because it doesn't make me most of the times muongeza because hata ukiangalia it's not making sense. The amount yenye imesema kwa app, it's like ni ile fuel tu anatumia, so they are like getting nothing.
So does that
most
mean,
of the times most of the times I just add them.
does that mean that there's so many of these apps scrambling for the marginal
I think it's
customers?
the price wars thing, right?
Yeah, it's the price war thing.
It's
the price war because
Most
I
of them
remember
are
the first
competing on
company that
prices.
entered our market, if I'm not wrong, and I could be wrong, stand to be corrected. Uber was the first one to.
Yeah, of course.
And then by the time they were hitting a certain threshold, a lot of people realized, by the way, there's a business model in this. Na hiyo time they started with this gari kubwa Toyota Wish,
Yes.
Fielder, na hizo style like family vehicles that inaweza kubeba upeleke, unaona. And then we saw other two entering the market. Hata in fact kuna yenye ilifunga, I shut down businesses and closed, ilikuwa inajiita what? It has a logo of like a leopard or an animal of the sort. But I remember it wakiingia kwa market. So the people who enter into the market, they have a budget, a certain budget that has been given up.
Yeah.
And I read this in a UK newspaper that for them to market their product in the market, in the target audience that they have a certain budget that they are going to give out.
Yep.
So unapata trips zinaanza free, trips zinaanza half.
Yes.
Zingine hata unalipa 50 bob when you're
So
going
that
somewhere.
enjoy.
Unajua you enjoy because they're encouraging you to download the app. And provided you have their apps on your phone, they have your own personal data because they can always tell whenever you're engaging certain apps at certain days and times of the day. Because for me, funny enough, every time I buy something from Glovo, Uber sends me an email almost like 10 minutes later. Napata email ya Uber ama message notification ya Uber kutoka kwa app yao telling me that they are selling that kuna food stuff na ni cheap, they have this and they have taken at like 1,000 bob out of the next purchase na hizo vitu zote, unaona.
So basically this is a spy
Of
that you're holding.
course. Oh my friend, huyu niambia data privacy ilikufa na katulutulu.
Actually, there's no data privacy.
Hakuna.
Like right now,
to come with data privacy.
I've experienced it
right
like,
now.
sorry, the first time I experienced it, we were talking about smartwatches.
Yeah.
And then when I'm scrolling through social media, I see the smartwatch. I'm like,
Yeah.
Then the
It's
next
like
time, the third time nika connect us,
tapping
like,
into your
they can
brain,
even
eh?
do audio.
Yeah.
Like I understand. I understand like this, kama this phone, ukiiwasha kwa giza, kuna inatoanga, it takes like thousands of pictures every second. It has, I think, infrared for the iPhone. I know.
Okay.
Because it keeps on, for the face, it keeps on changing. You may change your face. I don't give her glasses to still capture that. So this is a spy software that we're using. Yeah. Anyway, so digressing back.
Okay.
Back to the
We
topic.
were tumeenda deep sana.
So he was telling us about his business journey. So you tell us how has it
my
been
business
since-
journey, my business unajua I don't know, let me just put it in a spiritual aspect because I like to reference God a lot in my life because mali nimefika is not by my own doing. It is God who have been navigating, like taking me through the steps.
Na mnakunywa maji bila nini peke yangu.
Bible, wewe hata wewe wacha hata ni sip.
Sorry again, man.
Your story imeingia
So
sana.
the Bible says that the steps of the righteous are ordained by God. And somebody wise told a couple of years ago and said that you can only understand your life through retrospect. You can never understand it where you're going. You can always understand it from where you're
From where, yeah.
Okay.
So because it's easier to connect the dots from where you're coming from, but it's hard for you to connect the dots based on the vision of where you're going.
Where you're going.
Because between where you are and where you're going, there's a lot of things that usually happens. Because niliona a very interesting illustration where it says that people usually think that your life's journey between where you are and where you want to end up, it's a straight line. Only to realize that kuna hurdles, bumps,
It's wavy.
na
It's actually
crocodile,
wavy.
na kila kitu ni manzi ni kama hiyo heart rate monitor hiyo. Yeah. So for me, I look back from the early exposure that I had from my mentors. As early as a young person, I think 12. Hata si 12. Nilianza hustle at 9 years old.
9 years.
Fetching water for people, cleaning out their houses, doing dishes.
But then you're born and raised in Nairobi, isn't it?
Born and raised in Nairobi. Huruma, Madoya.
Oh.
Huruma, Madoya.
Unachotea watu maji.
Yeah, that's yes. Unajua, unfortunately, at 9 years old, in fact, it was earlier than 9 years old. I realized that we are poor. You realize that you guys you guys are poor. You guys are poor. And what actually factors that brought about that awareness was that I couldn't afford the same things the kids in my same class were affording. My mom was a single mom, and unfortunately after my...
But I think when you're living in the same neighborhood, it's like you usually mko the same level. So sometimes you don't realize that you guys are poor until maybe you go to another estate.
Yeah. Actually, adding on that, Kenya amesema, when you're coming from the same background, watu wanga wanazanianga ghetto, just to add on that, ghetto life everybody that is poor, they are categorized under the same umbrella ya poor people. But kwa hiyo kuna ranks za poverty. Yeah, kuna categories za poverty. Kwa sababu si tulikuonga ile that poor, whereby the neighborhood hates you because they believe you are a cursed people. Nyinyi watu hakuna wenye mnaweza kuwa mnakaa huku bwana. Unajua? Discrimination from other poor people. Like seriously you experience it just in the same way. Oh, my friend. Ebu nunua TV huko kwa maskini. Back then when TV was a luxury was. Unajua? Ungenunua wewe life yako na watu wengine wenye wana is different. Sasa assume umekuja na kazi ya na gari ya kampuni kwa hiyo hood yenu. Unyi mko level tofauti kabisa, unajua? Na kuna wenye ndio hata kama wana vitu poa they have, unajua, slippers kwa miguu. Mimi nilikuanga ni miguu tupu for the better part of my childhood, unajua? So you come to that awareness like, man, easy food as it come 3 meals per day. It's something unheard of.
In the books.
Bana, ati nyinyi mnakula mara 3 per day. Nyinyi mko mbele. Si kwetu hata tulikuwa tunaenda 3 days hakuna kitu yote imepigwa kwa nyumba.
3 days.
So you had to think fast on your feet and think by the way.
Realize nyimko level.
My friend, bana, unaingia kwa nyumba masufuria zinawaka tu hivi. Zinakuangalia bana bro.
Hata panya zishikwe.
Yuko hata sidhani kulikuwa na mende zingine sugu na panya buku. Hizo ndio ungepigana nazo kwa sababu hizo zinakulanga anything na everything. Inakula hadi vitabu. Bas, ni imagine you poor people na panya inakula nguo zenyu. Like shetani ashindo. Inakudharau buda hata iko ina hepa. Ushaona panya hepi unaiangalia hivi unaifanyia shoe. Imekuangalia like utadu. Mimi na wewe tuko the same yard unajua.
Chungeni hapa nakula nguo zenu.
Tutakula hizo nguo zote. Na by the way it used to happen. Zile nguo za Christmas zenye madam wanunulia last Christmas ati mvae next Christmas. Unajua. Zimekula mifuko zimeisha bwana. Maybe ulisahau sweet kwa mfuko na inakula madharau hizi kula mali utataki
mali hata huwezi weka kira
mali tuko umekuwa exposed bana unajua manze jo hii Christmas hata nipanye inaweza kaa nipanye nikula hii bana ninaongelelea kuhusu poverty na nimekuja na raka so as early as 9 years old niko I'm even earlier really realize yenyewe we are poor and something had to give. And I thank my mom. I thank her because my mom saw that in Nairobi, despite the challenges that we are going to be experiencing, we are going to get the kind of exposure that's going to awaken our mind. Rather than going mashambani, not to diss anybody mwenye amelelewa mashambani, but unajua, she was an orphan as well. So alikuwa anakaa chini anajiambia, if I go back there, how are these kids going to survive? Where are they going to end up? How are they going to get this and this and this? Mind you, people are moving and migrating from urban places, rural places to urban places. Why would I take my kids from
urban to rural?
No. So she went and talked to a chief. Long story short, we got an opportunity to build a structure next to a dump site. And that dump site became the inspiration for me to like want to do something meaningful in my life. Because I believe it's not fair, it's not right, it's not just for anybody to be raised in an environment like that. So from there, I started exposing myself to mentors. Hata sikuwa najua story ya mentors na vitu kama hizo. I just saw somebody with something that I really love and something that I truly want to do in my life. Kenda nikaanza kuja expose huyo naanza kuwafanyia kazi for free. Nilikuwa na push trolley kupeleka simiti for free. Just basically so I'm
prepare food ama
at times utapewa mbao, at times utapewa 10 bob, at times utaambiwa kesho.
Kesho.
Unajua ukiwa maskini hakuna mtu yote anataka kushughulika na wewe by the way.
So you're doing that on weekends when you're not in school ama
mimi shule nilikwambia shule ilikuwa ni issue. Mimi nilikuwa napigwa nikae shule I used to.
So hiyo ni kupotea umepotea shule.
Nilikuwa na hepa chuo my friend hadi kuna time walitumana home waseme nitolewe kwa calendar kwa register kwa sababu manze jo ni mapengo jo jamaa kuangi. Ile time yenye umeripoti shule hata ameenda. Mzazi anajua uko shule. Huko raundi zako muenda. Alafu unajua back then kulikuwa na video show. Mimi nilikuwa naongoja time ya hustle. Juu unajua siwezi hustle during the day kwa sababu people will start asking questions like why are you not in school. Na back then kulikuwa na watiaji, siwezi sema watiaji lakini Kanu, Moi, thank you Moi. Ulisaidia kijana ikae shule. Kulikuwa na Kanu offices mitaa. Na hizo Kanu offices were like the authority in the communities. Okay. So ukiwa kichwa ngumu unakataa shule, Kanu office ndio ulikuwa unapelekwa. Unalainishwa. By the time unaenda hapo unajua they used to give you like more of like a program to keep you in school. Okay. Na hiyo program si ati ilikuwa ni nzuri. Ilikuwa every day unapitia hapo kunyoroshwa. Kutoka shule ndio ukae shule sasa. Alafu huyo manager ama chairman wa hiyo nini atakuangana saini kitabu yako ya ile time umetoka shule.
Unapigwa.
Unapitia hapo. Ukitoka shule.
Unapigwa.
Unapitia hapo. Ulipitia asubuhi ukienda, ulipitia jioni ukienda, ukirudi. Si kama sasa nimekuwa nimehepa shule. Unajua ukihepa shule for 1 month, 2 months. Hakuna mtu yote anajua mahali huko. Your mom knows that you're in school. Everybody who's supposed to be your guardian anajua uko shule. But lakini nilikuwa nachukia shule kwa sababu hakukuwa na free education back then. And you used to get whipped for school fees. Something that is your parent who's supposed to be working. So for me I felt as if like unajua teachers hated me. And because I'm poor, my mom couldn't afford paying school fees for 6 kids at the same time.
Wow, okay.
So unapata kuenda shule used to be ni punishment. Either kama sio hiyo ni wakati watu wameenda trips, wewe una pesa, umebaki kwa class, nyinyi ndio mtabaki mkiosha class, nyinyi ndio mnabaki mkifanya zile duties and responsibilities. And then your teachers will always use you as poor example. And umekaa tu hapo, you don't understand anything about life, you don't know anything about life, but somebody is doing like punishing you for the simplest things which have nothing to do with it. So me kwangu I felt bana is too much. I don't want to be in school. Let me just focus on getting money because everybody wants money. The teacher wants money. Anybody ukishikwa wanataka pesa. Wakora wanataka pesa. So money is the thing that's making the world go round, unaona?
Yeah.
So hiyo exposure ikaanza kuniambia by the way, start exposing, angalia biashara, wana biashara because if you fail in anything, just at least succeed in a small business. And
so what age did you start doing business?
Man, at that age nilikuwa nimeshaanza kufanya kazi because nilikuwa nafanya nikifukuzwa kwa watu wenye wanataka wafanye kazi ya kubeba simiti na kubeba food stuff, ndaenda kwa watu wa kuchonga mawe. Ndauliza huyo mtu how do you chisel that? Unajua? And we say even ndio mtu ufanye unakai mawe hivi and stuff until the first accident happened. And then that guy was like panicking. He was like, no, I will never allow you in this site ever again. Come on, Akuja, you'll just have to sit there. Watch me how I'm doing. Because I was playing with this blade and unfortunately, so sharp. Ikanikata. Yeah, na alikuwa ameniwarn mara mingi sana. Never hold the blade from there. Unajua? From, what do you call it, pande ya makali? From the sharp end. Wacha tuseme hivyo. Just always hold it from the handle. If you want to use it, I will teach you. You need to give me some small bricks to practice. I think by then nilikuwa 10. Unajua unaanza na hii hustle alafu inafika mahali mtu anaanza kuendewa na watu wanaanza kuambia unajua kijana ni wa shule wewe ndio utashikwa. So anakufukuza unaenda kwa mtu mwingine, unakufukuza unaenda kwa mtu, but all I really wanted was gain a skill that I could monetize in the future. Until I found my first love. And that was a computer. And I saw a computer and I was like, whoa, what is this device? Because nilikuwa gamer back then, nilikuwa nacheza popin, arcade games. Unakumbuka arcade centers? Kama wenye mmeshaenda arcade center, si SNK games, unajua Neo Geo games, hizo zote nilikuwa napenda, like that used to be a way that I would express myself through gaming because there were no other avenues. So either that or drugs, or you end up being in the wrong hands and start getting abused. So
did you ever get yourself into drugs?
No, while I was in the hood, no. As an adult, yes. While I was in the hood, no. I avoided drugs by all means necessary because you could see the inspiration.
Is it that kept you away na watoto wa Hudu walikuanga wote wako?
Oh, what kept me away?
The influence.
Number one, conscious awareness of God that my mom instilled in us when we were young. She said, hey, there is no son of mine who's going to end up a thug. And there is no son of mine or a child of mine that's going to end up as a drug dealer. So all of us, she will give us the liberty to go and get exposures which were good. And it got to a point whereby your desire ya kutaka grow out of the place, not grow out of the place, but actually come out of the place. Gave me many different mentors along the way who teach me so many things about life, basically. But my focus was in business. So these are the drugs. I used to get criticized by my peers. Why are you not hitting hii, unaweza tumia hii, unaweza fanya hii na hizi stuff zote. But I knew. Once I start using that thing, I'm hooked. Because nimeuza weed pia. As a peddler, class 4, nilikuwa nauza weed. Nilikuwa nauza weed na roll. I used to fanya hiyo kazi yote.
You don't smoke it.
I didn't smoke it. You never get high on your own supply. That's the first rule of business. So every drug peddler anajua hiyo. Usikule stock. Utaamka upate ile kula stock mzima na ukamaliza. Unaona?
Nazana na moja.
Unasemanga inda recover.
Before I forget, is there money in that? Is there money?
A lot of money.
There's a lot of money.
A lot
in
of
weed.
money. Drugs.
There's
a lot of money.
There's a lot of money, but
unafikiria nini? Unaona pia
there's a lot of money, you know, but you have to share it with so many people. I know that.
Of course.
So kutakuwa na cartel,
but
so of course
so many people to pay.
So anyway, just maybe because we have like
time
sana hapa bana.
So first
I'm going to request that we are going to have a part 2 at this moment.
Yeah, we will.
Because there's so much. I'm just thinking we're just scratching the surface right now.
Yes.
But up to the point where now ulianza sasa uliingia tao.
Hadi place yenye uliingia tao. Actually, I was thinking about this because I celebrated my 39th birthday the other day.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it and I'm thinking to myself, man, how did I get here?
How far you've come.
Yeah, how did I get here? 2006 nikiwa high school. Kimaliza form 4. Kai mimi ni mzee. 19 years ago, almost 2 decades now. Kimaliza form 4 nilikuwa najua now I'm done with school. Nobody's ever going to pressure me to go back to school. Come on me. Kuna stories za jona venye mwalimu alikuwa anasema ngati unajua masomo yaisha, nilikuwa naambia ni yako. Mimi yangu inaisha na wewe. Once nimetoka hapa, huko kwingine ni stories zako. But at that time 2006 nilikuwa na very good mentor anaitwa Jesse. He's a very good man and a father to and a husband. A very good example of a person to admire and unajua to learn from. And Jesse used to do this thing kwa sababu nilikuwa najua stories za computer engineering na hizo vitu zote singefanya. Singesoma kwa sababu sile hiyo opportunity na shule ilikuanga ni oil and water. But Jesse used to do something with me every evening kama tuanishe computer yake yote. Nakumbuka back then hakukuanga na branded products, ilikuanga ni clone. Majority of them ilikuanga ni clone. Na clone products ni zile ati umechukua parts ya HP, motherboard ya Compaq, umechukua RAM ya Dell, umechukua hizo umecombine pamoja alafu umetengeneza machine. Those were the clones. And he would sit me down and tell me, even though hii inafanya hii ndio kitu inafanya, hii is what it does, wakati inafanya hivi wakati inafanya hivi, unaona. So hiyo early exposure ilikuanga something that I really look forward to. Until 2007, my sister came and said, hey, you know what? We have a job for you as a salesperson. Your brother's already in CBD. They can host you for a couple of days. But what we really want to do, get you out of this hood. But mimi sikuwa nataka kutoka because unajua I have all the luxury. Nimemaliza high school. Just give me at least 1 year, 2 years nijibambe huku nje before niende kucommit kwa vitu zingine. Long story short, 2007 she came. She was so insistive. By the way, Rachel, thank you so much for that. She was so insistive kwa sababu aliniambia ile siku alishinda nikiniambia ni come. I kept dodging that, dodging until last minute akakama niambia niaje mimi sitoki hapa bila wewe. Kamwambia hata sijafua nguo. She was like, no, I don't care. Utafulia ta. I'm like, oh, you know hata sina nguo ya kuvaa kesho na hizo vile. I don't care, ndakupatia suti ya mzee wangu vae. Uende kazi kama niyo kitu yenyewe nayo. But long story short nikubali. And kutoka
started
hapo sasa it
sales.
started giving me more exposure outside the community environment I was in.
So
So I started getting inspired even.
Ini sales ya nini sasa hata?
Nilikuwa nauza TV na simu na electronics Luthuli.
Hapo Luthuli.
So hapo Luthuli nilikuwa nauza products tofauti.
Okay.
And then 2007, you understand, post-election violence ika happen for the better part of 2008 until March. At least ndio vitu zilianza kunormalize, tukarudi back. And then wakati tulirudi tu hivi got fired. And the reason I got fired was a malicious reason. Let me just say that. But I had done what I really aspired to do. So for me kuniuma hivyo sana because I wanted to buy a computer, and finally at that time nilikuwa nimeshabuy computer yangu ya kwanza. I still have it at home.
You have your first computer?
I still have it. I look at it and I say, by the way, never despise the days of small beginnings. Never despise the days of small beginnings. I use those as a monument for me to remember. If God brought me from where I was to where I am, He can take me from where I am to where I want to be. Unajua. So, kutoka hapo ndo nikaanza kuwekea watu ngoma kwa simu.
So you opened your own shop?
Yeah, I started my own shop. Nilisema sirudi Huruma. In as much as nikitoka. No. Back then nilikuwa movie. Nilikuwa nikiwekea watu ringtones kwa simu zao. In the times nini simu zilikuwa zimeanza kuingia bluetooth. Na memory card zikaanza kukambada hizo MMF. Zilikuwa zinaitwa MMC ama triple M. Yeah.
Unaona bluetooth nene hivi.
My friend, unasema bluetooth. Before that kulikuwa na infrared. Hiyo simu lazima ungeiweka pamoja hivi. Sony, Nokia zote zilikuwa infrared. Lazima ungezishikanisha hivi. Once umetoa hivi, connection lost. Start again from scratch. Yeah. So but that kept me afloat for a couple of months, and I had a very loving girlfriend back then. Wendo alinisaidia kufikiria vitu mbili tatu, but
Can I ask anyway?
Uliza usiogope. Uliza, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I just wanted to let Kate know. Yeah. The general. Uyaliwahi date Huda?
Oh. That's
Huda mmoja.
Wait.
Mmoja.
I'm telling you.
No, actually, this is the thing. Acha nikwambie tu kweli. Huda never dated.
Oh, you never dated?
We never dated. Huda was a very good friend of mine. She had her own path. Look at where she is. She's doing amazing.
She said she grew up in Huruma, right?
Yeah, she grew up in Huruma.
Friends.
And I used to host her, actually. A lot of time I used to host her. Yeah. She was lively. She was like, she's lively. And I really admire the path yenye alichukua and the person that she came out to be. She was an influencer before people knew influencer.
Yeah. She was among the first.
Yes, India inspire kina huyu jamaa mwingine, huyu madam mwingine wenye wanashindana walikuwa wanashindana wakitukana naye. This lady that I'm sorry, I don't know your name, I can't remember your name. I'm nini caught up in Sidika. Yeah. Thank you. She's the one who inspired.
Yes.
Majority of the ladies, And well, look at where she is.
Anyway, you had a supportive girlfriend.
I had a supportive girlfriend, but
it's not her.
It's not her.
Okay.
And kutoka hapo. Yes. Hiyo ni poa bana. Hiyo ni poa point, which is not her.
Okay.
But I think wakati nilianza ku make dough on my own, nikiwa tao hapo ndio inspiration sasa ilianza. Hiyo desire ilianza ku grow.
Pesa inakuja
kwa hiyo music shop.
Kwa music shop. Because there's nothing as liberating as you running your own business, making your own money.
On boss.
Provided you have a strong work ethic. Again, comes back to work ethic. Unajua?
Muhimu sana.
Yeah, you sustain yourself until my boss akakuja akaniambia, hey guy, somebody, my former boss. Kuja akaniambia niaje, I have heard your, unajua, reputation and I like to work with you. So from there I hired somebody to run the music shop. And nikaenda kuandikwa tena.
Was that a blunder or it was a good thing?
Well, let me say it was a lifeline. Kwa sababu entrepreneurship, again, kama una skills za kujua mahali unaenda and how to get there.
Yeah.
Inakuwa ngumu.
So by that time you still didn't know the exact path you wanted to take.
Yeah, I didn't know. What I had actually known what I really wanted to do involved computers. So nikiwa kwa hao, I was learning a lot about DJing from Atomics. And I had even gone asking Supremacy Sounds whether they could unajua wakati walikuwa wamefungua academy za DJ. And I really wanted to become a DJ because I had hundreds thousands and thousands of files.
Ilikuwa
soft copies kwa hard drive, na kulikuwa na discs zenye nimechoma za maridim, compact disc zenye nimechoma maridim manini. So nilikuwa najiwanga, by the way, if anything goes wrong, at least ako ka soft skill kenye nime learn from Atom is I could always scale on it. Ningekuwa DJ actually, manze. DJ Zack on the beat, manze jo.
Ungekuna unatuchocha sana na reggae. Unaona reggae ndio ama
reggae manze. Reggae hakuna kitu ya censorship kwa reggae, hiyo ndio uzuri wake. Reggae utasikiza kila mtu, unajua
it's a soft genre.
Utasikiza ngoma poa bana, na reggae ziko many different forms of reggae.
What's the genre of music that you listen to? What's your genre of music?
Rumba. I like rumba.
We just head to
yani poa.
Ngoma bila jasho.
Muziki bila jasho.
Napiga raw tu pasi.
Pole tu napiga raw pasi pole.
Sure tu hapo
chua crowd.
Kunywa wine yako unaenda kulala.
So fast forward, got fired from that job after 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah, but that was
so
a prayer.
What was that job involving?
Sales too bad.
Ilikuwa too bad. So you were a very good salesman.
Well, I can't say I was really good. It's just that naweza sema ni grace of God, because
unapata.
Yeah, the path chose me. Thank you. From early exposure again.
I just have to highlight that I'm very good with electronics. Unajua kwa sales electronics lazima ujue hii inaweza fanya hii, because I can buy these things and I don't have a rat's ass about what is supposed to do, because most people buy electronics and they only do only use 30% of it. Mimi natakanga I know why am I buying this as opposed to that. And Zach was really good at kwanza masimu atamwambia hii iko na infrared, hii iko na bluetooth, hii iko na this storage, hii iko na
at least
so that's what, if you're good at that, you can convince somebody this is bad, this is good. Atasema kuna best yangu tao, and that your referral business.
Oh man, thank you so much for the referrals bana. Hizo zilinifeed sana for the longest time. And adding on that, kwa sababu unajua it's hard for you to make a sale of something that you know nothing about.
Yeah, it's true.
It's really hard. So I used to go to cybers venye tu nimekuambia, and I'll spend better part of my weekends kwa cyber just learning how technology is moving and where we are going. You know. But who knew that how many years, 12 years later, ndakuja nifanye courses zenye nimefanya online hizo vitu zote, unajua?
Wow.
Because it's been a long time coming. That was one of the values zenye nilijiambia, I will not marry, I will not settle down, I will not sire a baby, I will not be a father until this part of me is taken care of.
Wow. Because so right now uko single.
Now I'm seeing somebody. Nilionekaniwa, Mungu ni mkubwa. Wewe the paths of the righteous. My friend, nilionekaniwa.
We have so much to talk about. That's why because now the bulk of what we are going to talk about is now maybe on the next episode, if you allow us.
Sure.
Because what we are trying to focus on is you've done it all, huh?
Yeah.
Umejaribu masomo, umeenda college, umejifundisha. You've done businesses, and also you've now
been employed also.
You've been employed. Now you've found a niche whereby you can now leverage on this big thing they are calling AI.
Yeah.
And it is working for you.
Yes.
It is working for many people. Yeah. And as we're just speaking in the background with watu wanatumia AI kama girlfriend na boyfriend. Wanachatisha usiku. I have a friend of mine alinitumia hata screenshot azile akiongea naye like just selling jokes.
Engaging,
with the at 2 a.m.
Watch out.
At 2
a.m. And then I saw statistics on LinkedIn that Kenya is, guess which number in the world?
Actually, we are number 1.
We are number 1 in using ChatGPT.
Watch out.
In the entire world.
Is it only ChatGPT or AI? Like it was.
They were saying ChatGPT.
AI. Yeah.
Which is a good thing.
Is it in the world?
In the world.
Wow.
Number 1 is.
We are the highest users of AI.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you think that's a good thing or it's a bad thing for us?
Early exposure is good, but there has to be mitigations to inform the masses.
Limits. There needs to be limits, right?
There has to be, these are limits, but most importantly, you don't develop a limit if you're not informed.
Yeah, you have to know how far it goes before you cannot miss it.
Exactly.
Because If you're looking at Kitambo, if you're asked a question, you'd have to go and read books.
Yes.
You
The
think?
reference,
Yes.
una compare book alafu unasema from this. Now then
Yes,
kukuja na
people are
wild
not
wide.
thinking,
Yeah.
bana.
Actually, yeah, that's true.
People are not
That's true.
thinking.
Those are the dangers, yeah.
Like mtu anakuuliza tu swali kwa ChatGPT, hebu umetumiwa email, you want to reply to this email, ChatGPT. ChatGPT inakuandikia everything.
So
So
if I compare,
I think kuna vile pia it's making us
if I compare,
lazy.
hiyo time ya kufanya research, and then kuna time ya World Wide Web, the internet, whereby you get to Google things and reference, and then now we have ChatGPT, which you just put it alafu unaiambia weka ikuwe into 2 paragraphs.
Yeah.
And within 30 seconds, you have your answer.
You have your answers.
So if you compare people watu walikuwa na kwa library wanasoma hizi books, then they come and do a reference now waki condescend on people who are going to the World Wide Web and researching and copy pasting.
Yeah.
And now what was ChatGPT? I think we are moving on to the right side. We are going to the right direction.
We are moving to the right direction, but the problem is, and I'll insist on that, nobody has been there before. Right now, we can use the limitation that we have with the internet. Only learn kuhusu dark web, Kitambo. Why is it that you have never explored into those avenues?
Because it's dark.
Yeah, you know it's dark and dangerous. No. Kama sahi GPT is launching their own browsing. What do you call it? Like a Chrome, their own browsing platform, or is it platform? And they are going to be rivaling Google for najua hizo stories zote. And there are many concerns kwa sababu what Chrome does is that it gives you a lot of generic answers in a list. That is going to be very specific to the niche that you are searching for. And then it's going to be engaging you and informing you on the changing trends na vitu kama hizo. So if the systems are not well monitored, my friend, watu watakasikia, like especially for the younger generation, people who are not of adult of age when wanaweza tumia. Like we have heard of cases where ChatGPT gave people the wrong information to commit suicide.
Oh.
Yeah, so imagine at a large scale, a machine like that.
Of course, ChatGPT has a lot of wrong information.
Yeah, it has a lot of
Actually, hata hapo chini wanakuanga wameka disclaimer.
Yeah, it's not accurate.
The information you receive might not be very accurate. So you need to go back and do background check.
Yeah,
especially if it's something very critical.
You need to. Alafu Paul, kunaona hizi stories za watu
So what's the risk you're talking about? Is it in terms of privacy of data? Or
privacy, forget it.
What's the risk?
Privacy is gone.
Yeah.
There was a recent concern where AI has been found to be malicious, exactly, that's the right word. And not only that, but also it has gone to many a great length of deal to try and like cut off any what do you call it? That's the word. Like for anybody to access its kill switch code.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's manipulating itself, and also
so it's not telling it. So like right now, if we wanted to switch off ChatGPT, we wouldn't know where to go.
Yeah.
So basically,
kuna hizo concerns. Actually, that's one of them. But lakini kuna hiyo issue ya inakataa kuzimwa.
Inakata like
inakuthreat. See the threat nani? Switching it off, like switching off the entire machine.
Is it like
switching it off inakataa?
Let me ask you.
It's shown resistance.
I think tumeingia ndani sana. For somebody who is we just know AI. We are referencing ChatGPT because there's so many AI.
There's so many AIs.
And from my understanding, if you'll need to correct me. From my understanding, ChatGPT is just a very fast computer that will go and fetch all that information and bring it to you.
Okay.
Yeah. It's nothing. It's just a super fast computer. Itaenda unaiuliza kitu, ita reference information across the web, and then it'll bring it to something according to what you've told it.
Yes.
Yes. So this supercomputer, it is established somewhere.
Yes. Yes.
With servers.
It has servers.
So so if there are different servers and they're interconnected, there's no one way of switching all of them at once.
Yeah. That's the problem when they were trying to switch over certain servers. That is mainly
very
crucial in regards to something that they were refining. But unfortunately, it replicates itself into other servers.
Okay, so
And then instead of you, once umeipata mali, trying to switch it off, it starts threatening you. Saying,
what's
Kate,
the
I'm going
risk?
to expose
What
you.
risk does that pose to us as the
Now,
users?
remember, for us as users, normal users hakuna risks that much kwa sababu we are just interacting with it.
Yeah.
But the problem is when it becomes to a point where it cannot be switched off and it access something that is very, very sensitive about you.
so
See,
it
they
will-
threaten Elon Musk where it will report him
Actually,
about
ChatGPT has
cheating and scandals zenye anafanya if it's switched off.
Okay.
Haven't you guys seen that?
Aye,
Grok before the updates ilikuwa imeshaanza kuzua inasema my friend nitakuseti kwa sababu ya vitu fulani na fulani na fulani kwa sababu all the information that we have, unfortunately what it means to be human, it has direct access to information that is both biased, factual, and discriminatory. So if that thing taps into the internet and sees and analyzes, because remember this thing adapts to the human mind and the way we reason, the way we think.
Soma all around.
It has
Yeah.
everything about you.
If you ask it to tell me something about me, it will give
Yeah,
you
it will give you feedback. Like the
It
other day, I was
actually
having a
knows you.
conversation about that. A friend of mine said, by the way, yesterday I was surprised by ChatGPT. I asked him why. He said, out of the blue, it called me by my name.
Yeah, it does.
Nikamuuliza, what do you mean it called you by my name? I've never fed this thing with my information. So I asked, where did you
He has
get
not
my name
logged
from?
in.
Yeah.
not
No,
logged
he's
in.
logged in
Interact now, of
through the
course.
system, but he has never given that information, that personal information, his full names to the system. So akaiuliza, how did you get my true names, my actual names? Say that he scanned through the emails
Through the emails.
and realize who you are. And it has all the information about you through the emails. No. So hizo stories are personal, unajua, personal space when it comes to data privacy.
Privacy.
That is
privacy.
gone.
You
That
don't
is
have
gone.
privacy.
There's something that wanaona, and I've seen it over the history of the events, like Hollywood. They know how to sort of predict the future based on the movies they release. Kama mambo ya zombie apocalypse, mambo ya superhumans, mambo ya aliens. And now, the latest Tom Cruise, I think it's the latest or the previous one, it was about AI taking over the world. And it being... So Tom Cruise was trying so hard. I don't know the name of the movie.
It's Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible, something. I think so. They're trying to stop AI, but AI in a change, and it's fighting to take over control. And once it has taken control, now it can do whatever it wants.
Whatever it has all the access to nuclear codes because it's just a press of a button.
Because this is that.
My friend, access kila kitu.
So now, like, because the way nuclear codes work, somebody will have one part of the code, me. So if it can has my very incriminating information to tell me, if you don't release those codes, I will lose this. So it targets all of us at once, and then we release those codes, and then the fire. So those are some of the
dangers of that. But lakini remember, it's not about like the large language models or them the way they perform. It's not about the simple them sending you a text thread. It can replicate your voice.
Okay.
It can keep information about your fingerprints into a system. It doesn't need to require your permission for anything. You can just go rogue and decide, okay, humans, we are going extinct. We are going to facilitate little guidance. You Terminator movie. Humans are going extinct.
AI is becoming like it's evolving and it's becoming better every day. And time.
And there's a lot.
There's a lot of things that it's going to like replace the ability to do it.
Yeah.
So humans, we are going to be replaced in very many aspects, especially jobs. ChatGPT. Me, I've experienced firsthand the effect of AI.
You've seen
firsthand, like this. I used to be a writer.
Oh wow.
If you ask anyone who used to be a writer, the writing industry is typically like it's dead.
Yeah.
It's dead, and it died because of ChatGPT. I remember when ChatGPT came. Nilikuwa na a lot of clients. And then when ilifika around maybe 2022.
Hapo ndio ilianza kugain momentum.
Hapo ndio ilianza kugain momentum. And then we started having those discussions of the effect of ChatGPT on the industry. And then now more AI started coming.
Almost
now it
every
wasn't
other day.
only ChatGPT. Kuna zili kuja mingi. And then now with time clients are starting to pause projects. Tukajua.
Kimekuramba. Finally.
So we are still trying to hold on. We are still trying to, but with time it was very apparent that it's dead. Like the
Ah.
industry client alikuwa na kulipa dollars to do the work, and the ChatGPT can just write a whole article in 1 minute. Why should they pay you?
That's those are
So
some
we
of the
actually
dangers
had
as
the
well.
first-hand experience of it all, and then now we had to evolve. You had to now look for something else to do that was not directly going to be impacted by
the AI.
with the,
Actually,
with the
did you
AI.
guys watch the list in Microsoft early release about the jobs which are going to be obsolete in the next like 2 years?
No, shed some light.
Go.
There are lots, a
Many
lot.
professional, especially intellectually acquired skills, most of them zina disappear.
Like gani exactly?
Like data analysts,
Data
Bao
analysts,
writers, unajua, content
Coding,
creators,
coding,
content writers,
graphic
production,
design,
graphic
even
designs.
coding.
Yeah, coding.
But I saw
AI is
Ndio
writing a whole
inakuwa
code,
slaughtered
like,
by them.
you see?
Yeah,
Coding,
I
ile
imeisha.
ile coding yenye watu wanakaanga overnight wakirite code.
Yeah.
AI writes it in
So are you guys,
2
right.
minutes.
let me ask,
So,
are you guys prophets of doom ama hii kitu tuifanye?
no,
Tuifanye ama
we
tusifanye?
are
You have
just
to tell
seeing
us.
it.
You can't change the times, unfortunately.
So are we
You can't
are we
reverse.
killing it or are we embracing it?
You
Tell
can't
us.
kill it. How are you going to kill it?
You
It's here with
by
us.
abstaining, you just get off the.
No.
You can't. You have to move
I
with the
can't.
times.
I can't.
You
go off
can't.
grid.
Trust me if you do
then
that.
you're the one who is going to die.
Exactly.
I
Nika
don't
poster.
exceed
Nika
Yeah.
poster. If they refused to evolve, then you're going to. When ndio utakufa.
I'm thinking, for me, oh,
Bisha. Okay.
yeah, okay, yeah,
Oh, wow.
So,
Nenda haraka, yeah.
So Zach, this thing, you have to come again because hata tujamalizia.
Hata tujagusa.
Maybe
Yeah.
hoja yangu ni make hay while the sun shines.
Yes.
Hii kitu iko hapa.
It's
How
really best.
can we embrace it in such a way, very practical ways, so that it can make a difference in my pocket and
yeah.
in my life? For instance, early in the year, I thought of a project, the one I mentioned, ile ya to connect gig providers na service providers na customers in the market. I want to do something. I don't have to call a friend. I just post it on the platform, and then somebody near me atakuwa connected, and then linking, and then you get the job done. So after doing a lot of research with a lot of AI, I even got on how to start the project.
Yeah.
And voila, in about 2 weeks, nakuwa nimelaunch hiyo.
Oh, wow. Congrats.
So it was
Congrats.
advantageous.
So it has
for
been
you.
very advantageous,
Yes,
even at the
it
workplace. I mean, if it can get my mind or time and mind on getting things and focus on things like family, on things that are passionate
Yes,
to me,
it saves you a lot of
saves me a
time.
lot of time. So I think for me, I'll embrace it.
I think
And even I'm thinking of now going for the very premium because now my work is going to be.
Yeah.
So moving forward, I was just thinking if when we because our time is up, and I've seen you, the things you've done, and even in our industry, like now Kate is in the industry of what it's called, what's the industry?
Consulting.
Consulting, yeah.
The consultant.
Oh, nice.
kutoka uni. She was driven away from that job to this other job. And people are already now starting to get a grasp of the economy of the country. Like, jobs as equal. I had a friend of mine, we were talking with him a few minutes ago. Ako Hong Kong. Na amesema ameapply mpaka amechoka. So he's just saying, bana, ukiona each post, just refer me, put me in front of actual people, because even AI is being used to screen off some people from
from the workforce. Yeah.
So how now can we metamorphosize? How can we climatize to the environment? How can we shift gears? Like if I've been a graphic designer, how can I now rise above work because we can't kill them, so we have to join them.
In short, how can we use AI to maximize opportunities?
How can you maximize opportunities
and be even self-employed?
Yeah, so
for
that's
those who are
what-
unemployed.
That's what I was expecting for the next.
For the next. Okay. There are avenues zenye naweza sema just to touch kidogo before we close. But naweza kwambia if you're not informed about AI evolve, start getting involved.
Yeah.
Start learning from the day one. Now whatever skills you have currently, intellectual ama ikuwe ni unajua tangible skills that you can actually monetize in one way or another, see how you can implement the whole business structure into an AI kind of into an AI integration system.
Yes.
Because AI is offering you somebody as smart as Albert Einstein, Elon Musk, and all the geniuses who have evolved over the years, Isaac Newton and stuff. It's like you're hiring that person to be your assistant for 2,500 shillings per day, per month.
Wow.
It's like you're having Elon seated there next in your home, telling you this how you should go about this and this and this and this and this and this. And we saw recently Google, when it was advertising its own AI, uliona sahi imefika point ya AI assistant. It's getting to inform you on everything.
Yeah.
Which means, bro, you don't need technicians to come and do even repairs kwa nyumba yako. You can just describe, na hata siku describe through us, you can just tell it, this is the issue that I'm experiencing. How can we fix it? How do we go about it?
Yeah.
And it scans the entire website, downloads the PDFs, the manual, and then takes you step by step on how to repair those. Hata gari na hizo vitu zote. So in the long run, my friend, kama uyuko integrated kutumia AI, kwa sababu AI ndio itachukua hiyo biashara ya madhako, hiyo kibanda, hiyo biashara ya fadhako, umeauza mayai na kuku na vitu kama hizo, take it to the next level.
Okay.
Because it can inform you how best to go about it. Yes. So number one, start by getting yourself informed. Learn all about the AIs, especially in your industry. But whatever you do, by the mercies of the living God, don't bury your head in the sand. This is not a wave that you can ride.
Don't say you don't want to be part of the movement.
Yeah. Don't bury your head in the sand.
And then,
Be involved.
Yeah.
Be involved.
Well, thank you, sir. So, I mean, even adding to that, I think you're also going to have to see how AI plays in the Christian life.
Oh, yeah.
And it's very crucial because these are two different things, but they're actually playing in tandem based on maybe literature that we've read.
Yeah.
So, I mean, guys, there's so much to talk about, and thank you for being there through it all. And Kate, my co-host, also I'm here with Kito as we finalize.
I think we are going to have a part 2 of this discussion,
Definitely.
right? We're going to have a
Yeah,
part 2 because
definitely.
we have so much to talk about,
Yeah.
especially in terms of how youths can make use of AI to
Yes.
employ themselves,
Yes.
to even improve your business or whatever skill you're trying to learn, how you can integrate AI into it
Yes.
to make our lives better.
Yeah. Yeah. Most
just-
definitely. Yeah.
Not to wallow in this poverty.
Miasma
thing.
of poverty. So guys, subscribe, share it so that it inspires somebody and also so that they can also be empowered. If you share, if you like, if you comment, at the end of it all, itasaidia sisi, na itakusaidia wewe.
And subscribe.
So see you in the next episode. Be inspired. Nisemaje zake tu?
Inform, inspire, to empower.
Be informed, inspired to empower. So thank you guys. See you in the next one.
See you in the next episode.
Cheers. Bye-bye.